What's going on? And we back for another edition of the Main Event Podcast, baby. We in the building and it feel good to be back. Mike, what's cracking with you, man?
Oh, man, look, I'm just glad to be here, you know.
Hey, man, another week. We got a new year, man. Any New Year's resolutions? You done came up with anything you trying to do different for 2020?
I just keep my same standard of life, man. Just make it happen.
Okay, well, we got to do what we got to do in making it happen. But we are on 702.5 FM. This is the Main Event Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. As always, I'm Tawan Butler, one of your co-hosts. That's Mike Risper over there, and then my man right here in the middle. You know, we always bringing somebody down here that always got a name in the sport of boxing. We don't never bring nobody down here that ain't relevant, baby. We bring the best of the best down here to the Main Event Podcast. So my man right here to my left, he ain't ducking and dodging nobody in the sport of boxing. He'll fight your mama if the contract look good. You feel me? He got to do what he got to do. He ain't scared at all.
That's right.
So to our middle, I got Badou Jack the Ripper, man. What's cracking with you, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, chillin', come up a little bit into the microphone so we can get them vocals on there.
That's
How you
right,
doing,
Man,
bro?
I'm great. I'm blessed.
Man, right on for coming through, man. Right on for coming through. I had to ask him like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 times, but the homie came through. You know what I mean? That's my partner, man. How you doing, bro? Christmas was good. New Year's was good.
Yeah, kind of. But I got robbed.
Man, we gonna dive into the robbery, baby. We gonna dive into the robbery. We got to, man, because I was ready to go to war for you, man. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that don't know you, but if you're a boxing fan, they gonna know who you are. But fans of the sport that just like fighting, sometimes they ain't in tune with the fighters. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to give all the listeners a little bit of your background in the sport, the amateur career, and all that good stuff, man, just let them know who you are.
All right, so I'm Badou Jack. I'm born and raised in Stockholm, Sweden.
Yes.
My dad is from West Africa, from Gambia.
Okay.
And I've been in Vegas since 2011.
Yeah, and that's when I met you. I think you was 11-0 when we met. Yeah, something like that, man. That was dope, baby. That was dope. Keep telling them, man. They don't know.
Yeah, well, I fought in the Olympics 2008 for Gambia, and super middleweight world champion, light heavyweight world champion. I got robbed a couple of times. I should have been more than that, but I'm blessed.
That's one of the questions, man, I really wanted to ask you. I'm just going to dive right in at this point because you brought it up. But why do it seem like all the time they give you the bad end of the decision when it clearly looked like you won the fight, man? Yeah. I don't get that.
Me neither.
That bothers me about the sport sometimes.
I mean, it's boxing politics. You know, I don't know. I don't know if people don't like Floyd or you know, or what it is. I mean, if it happened once or twice, it's one thing, but it happened to be 5 times.
Right.
Bullshit draws. The last fight was, come on, man. I landed more than 100 punches, more than the other guy in all of the fights that I had a draw or something with, you know. So I don't know.
Man,
I definitely agree with you on that last fight, man. I really, that was a highway robbery right there. I mean, once that knockdown in the 12th round, that should have been done right there.
Been it.
It shouldn't have been no questions asked. The belt should have just been transferred over.
I mean, how did you feel in the beginning of that fight? Because he did hit you and he did knock you down. You popped right back up and you was able to bounce back. Up until that first knockdown, you feel like he controlled kind of like the first 4 rounds because you was feeling him out?
No, I was trying to break him down. So I mean, I thought I won the first round. Maybe like second, third, he won. The fourth, I was starting beating him up, and then like the last 2, 3, 5, 10 seconds of the round, he dropped me with a haymaker. You know, I just got lazy or whatever. I got hit. I shouldn't get hit with that, but you know, it was a good shot. It was a temple shot, so I wasn't that hurt. I got up, no problem.
Yeah, you got up and finished the score on it, man. I can't believe they did you like that, bro.
And then after that, 5th round was kind of close, but after that, from the 6th round, I whooped his ass. So,
took over.
We do try to keep the language clean right here a little bit. I know it's hard when it hurts your heart and you feel like they do you like
it's nothing personal. I mean, I like Pascal. He's a friend of mine. But,
I remember
he's not the judge, so it's not his fault.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
You know, right is right. You know.
I mean, and you at the end of the day, you was a complete gentleman about the situation too.
Man,
that's what I love about you, bro. Because a lot of times, a lot of people they get in there and they get to hating on the judges and all of that, and they get out of character. But you kept your cool. You were just like, hey man, if the judges, that's what they seen, that's what they seen. I seen it differently, but hey, I can't change the score.
I mean, most people did. Like 70%, 71% of the viewers thought I won. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna cry and complain about it. Just go back in the gym, go back to the drawing board. Like from now on, you just gotta knock people out. You can't. You got prepare. You gotta train for that. Get a new game plan now. Like it's not the first time, so I gotta learn from it. So now, we're gonna knock everybody out. That's what we have to do. Whatever it takes. I have the condition. I have the power. I have the. You just gotta small things I gotta work on and. Yeah, they're not going to see the final bell.
Man, for sure. Well, you there, baby, because I can go all the way back to when you was 11-0, man. We was fighting main event at the Texas. You feel me? I remember the grind. I've been there. You feel me? So I appreciate even been knowing you for that long. You know what I mean? It's good to me. But let's go back into your career a little bit, man, because I remember around the time when you first signed with Floyd Mayweather. How did that even end up happening?
So we was training at the Hip Factory boxing gym, not too far away from here.
Yes, sir.
And we went to Floyd's gym. Actually, I was there for I think when he fought Victor Ortiz. So I was there checking out Floyd's camp.
Right.
And then the next fight was with Cotto, Floyd and Cotto, and so I was there with I think Jay Leon, Cuba, Isha, everybody from my gym. Was sparring with Floyd except me because I was a little too big,
a little heavier.
And and then Andre Durrell was there at the gym. So
what's up, Dre?
So we asked him to spar, and he wanted. We sparred, and I did pretty good. And after that, Floyd signed me.
Oh man,
I think he got the better of it, the sparring session, but there was.
I mean, it don't matter. You got put in the right position. You got put in the right position. Man,
that's all that counts.
Yeah, and I remember watching you fight on a few of them cards because around that time Floyd had just got his promotion license and Mayweather Promotions was just starting to take off. A lot of showbox dates he was getting and stuff like that. And explain to the young and up and coming fighters, because I remember I was watching the fight. I don't know what fight it was at, but you had lost by a flash knockdown.
Yeah,
it was early in your career. I think y'all was in Seattle or somewhere like that.
I think it was upstate New York,
or somewhere like that. And it was a dude you really should have walked down. But flash knockdowns happen in the sport of boxing.
So the fight before that, I beat this dude called Porky, a tough Mexican guy.
I remember.
I knocked him out, and then I was gonna fight Eliminator to fight for the WC title. So me and James DeGale, which I fought later, I was gonna fight. I think in April or something, and this I think was January, February. So they gave me a stay busy fight, and so I'm cutting a lot of weight. I went in there, and they said it was really cold. It was upstate New York. It was cold, and the arena, everything was cold. And then they said, you got to walk to the ring. And then they say, you got to wait a little bit. Floyd's doing the interview. So he did like a 10, 15-minute interview. So we had to stand there. So I got cold again. I warmed up. And then, I went in there against, a journeyman or whatever. Yeah. And, I got caught cold I did a mistake. I got caught with a good punch. And that's it. I came up. I was laughing, and he caught me again. And, my mind, my head, I was there. And my head was there, but my legs wasn't there.
Legs wasn't there.
I stopped it.
Yeah. I mean, I only brought that up because there's a lot of up-and-coming fighters that watch the Main Event podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube, baby, all the time. And trials and tribulations happen all the time in your career. You're never going to have a perfect career. So you are a living testament of, you can get dropped and lose the fight and come back and take over the world.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to, dig down deep. It's part of boxing. Just because you got one loss, that don't mean nothing.
Man, everybody
in the first round. Especially in the first round. Yeah. When before you get warm, before the fight even started. So I don't know. I remember it was the first minute or something. So
I remember
that's a guy. He hasn't
fight.
won. He probably lost 6-7 fights in a row after that. He hasn't won a fight. I don't know if he retired or not. But I mean, so we trying to get the rematch right away, but he was asking for crazy money. So that didn't happen, and
man, I mean, it happens in the sport, man. But I'm glad to see you bounce back. You know what I mean, Mike? You got anything to add to that?
No, I'm just listening. I'm trying to figure out was I supposed to move up or not? Am I in the right place?
Yes. We good? Oh, he got to move closer to me. Move closer to me. You screwed over. Oh, to the mic. Here we go.
Okay.
Hey, man, on the Main Event Podcast, we ain't perfect, baby, but we strive to be perfect. Sometimes it happens. Make sure you like and subscribe. But yeah, I just brought that up, Badou, because, you know, a lot of up-and-coming fighters, they feel like when they get that first L, their career is over. Everybody feel like they got to have that O on their record to be a success in the sport of boxing, and that's not always the case.
No, man, that made me stronger. That was like a slap. I mean, come on, man. I went to the Olympics. I was just about to fight for the world title. I know, you know, that was an accident. Yeah. And then came back, got, you know, two wins, and then I fought for the title. I fought Andre Durrell's brother, Anthony Durrell.
I remember that was a PBC fight too, wasn't it? That was, and when you was in that fight, I said, Badou gonna get that one. Yeah, Badou gonna get that one. Everybody dream about that type of situation because everybody, you ain't scared to fight nobody, but a lot of people, even in the barbershop, a lot of people was like, "Oh man, Durrell probably gonna get Badou. He starts slow, you know, all this. He ain't ready to get in there with Durrell." But I knew you was gonna go in there and handle your business. Can you explain that feeling when you got that world title fight, man, to fight Durrell?
Yeah, I mean, I know
because that was a life-changing check, baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was talking a lot. I wasn't really worried about the money back then. You know, he was talking a lot. His whole family and all his team was talking so much trash. He tried to get under my skin. It didn't work. I said, all right, wait. I'm gonna drown you. We'll see. And that's what I did. And I fought 8 world championship fights since you know, only world champions back to back, former or future or you know, champions.
Man, that was beautiful. And then after that, who was the next fight you fought after that? To the
George Groves. He was my mandatory. So I fought him on I think the Floyd
McGregor.
Berto undercard.
Floyd Berto undercard. Okay.
Then I was gonna fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He pulled out. And they got Lucian Butte as a replacement.
I remember Butte. How you feel about Chavez Jr., man? Did you watch the fight he had with Danny Jacobs?
Yeah,
man?
but I missed the last round and a half or so. But yeah, he
quit.
Yeah,
he quit.
Yeah,
he quit. It didn't even look like he was completely out of the fight, though.
That's the worst way to lose.
Yeah. Look at me when my fight when I was bleeding.
And we brought that up. I brought that up. I said Badou whole forehead was split.
I was at that fight.
I could see what you was thinking. It was so split wide open, bro. But you continued the fight.
Whole round, he quit. He quit. Broken nose or whatever.
Man, that was the craziest thing. Man, fans were throwing beer bottles and cans. Fans too. Man, they don't be playing that, man. They was upset with that boy.
Yeah, so I really wanted to fight. I mean, there was a big money fight, me and him, and he pulled out. His dad wanted him to retire. They found some drugs. I don't know.
Yeah. He purposely missed the drug test against Danny Jacobs. Yeah, purposely. Like, I ain't showing up.
And he missed weight for
and he missed weight
20th time or whatever.
But he still get paid 7-figure paydays. It's like, how you get away with that, man? I don't get it.
Following.
And Danny Jacobs got $1 million for missing weight.
For missing weight, he did.
You can miss how much you want to.
You want to miss the weight again? Go ahead. Just pay
man, exactly. And then after that, man, I always wanted to know. I never got a chance to ask you, but how did it feel fighting on that McGregor Floyd undercard? That I call it the circus act because everybody knew Floyd was gonna beat that boy. He carried him like a backpack the whole fight. But you was on that card and y'all fight was very serious. Yeah. But the promotion and all that fight leading up to that, man, how did it feel to fight on there?
Great. But before that, so Lucian Butte got a replacement. He was on steroids, and I won maybe 10 rounds to 2. Like he got maybe 3 rounds at the most they could give him. So he gets scored that draw first, but then he tested positive, so they
gave it
to him. And then I fought James DeGale for a unification fight. Knocked out his teeth, his ribs, his eardrum, everything, and beat his ass, and they gave it a draw. Yeah. And then we came to the McGregor Floyd card. I fought Nathan Cleverly.
I remember that.
I moved up in weight.
Man, but it's like you can't go to no commission and make them overturn that and rewatch the fight, man.
I don't know.
Because it happens sometimes. Sometimes you make enough noise, you go sit down with them and make them rewatch it, and then they can, see, okay, we made a bad decision.
Even with the Stevenson fight was probably out of that was also a draw after the Cleverly fight.
Yeah,
that was. I thought I won. Same thing there, but
I did too.
But that was out of them, all these BS draws. That was the closest one because I gave up too many rounds in the beginning.
Right,
I get that, but
Not only that, you fought him when didn't nobody really want to fight him.
No, he was knocking everybody out.
He was knocking everybody out.
Regardless of his age, he was knocking everybody out. Everybody said I was going to get knocked out. And, you know.
I knew you wasn't.
He was standing up after. Same thing that happened to Pascal. He couldn't even walk in the locker room after. But, yeah, now, I mean, all of these guys, except for maybe Marcus Brown, all of them are like, we cool. Like, you know, whatever happened to Stevenson after, you know, that was really sad.
Yeah,
I was praying for him. All of these guys, you know, it's boxing, it's business, so we all family anyway. The only guy is maybe Marcus Brown. He's the one. He's a little.
You want to get back at him?
Yeah, but it's not really about getting him back. It's just that he's kind of an arrogant person. So he's the only one that's hard to be cool with. But he
was there too. I seen him jump in the ring after y'all fight. Like he was gonna make an announcement. Like he was gonna. Somebody was gonna talk to him, ask him what he wanted to do.
People didn't even know he was in the ring.
Nobody want to talk to him, man. I was hoping didn't nobody put him on the mic, man. Because the only reason that was from the cut. I know if he wasn't cut, you would have walked that boy down.
Yeah. Man. Oh yeah.
All day long.
Most definitely.
But it is what it is. Things happen. This is God's. I'm a Muslim, so that's God's will. It's a test, so just got to be strong. Come back hard.
So at this point in your career, I mean, what's next? I mean, what's ahead of you? I mean, because you know we don't want no more draws because they did a whole lot of not giving you your just due, and so I know your plan is to knock everybody out. But who's first?
It looks like a rematch. It looks like it.
Well, will he be the first one to get knocked out? I would like to see that.
That's the plan. So I mean, I can't afford any more, you know,
right,
decision losses or draws or anything like that. So we just gotta change the game plan and obviously start faster, but put him to sleep. So we don't need no judges.
Right. Yeah,
they're not gonna do me no favors. It don't matter if it. You know, I'm the home fighter or whatever. My Floyd's fighter. That's right. Not gonna help me anymore. So now we know that 100%. Nobody's gonna do me no favors. So you gotta stop him. If not, you're not gonna win.
Yeah, for sure, man. And not only that, man. We talk about the boxing side, man. Let's talk about the soft side you got, because a lot of people don't know that you help a lot of kids, man, outside the ring, about your foundation and stuff like that, man. Can you speak a little bit on that so the boxing fans know that it ain't all just fighting with you? You got a heart out here, man. The boy got a heart out here.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a Muslim, so that's my duty to help my people and all the people. So yeah, Badou Jack Foundation, we started last year, and it's our mission is to give kids all around the world a fighting chance in life. So we work with some refugee camps, like Syrian refugee camp, Palestinian refugee camps. My dad's from Gambia, so I'm gonna go there in a couple of weeks. We working with some orphans over there, so. Man, we do some good work. So.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man, because a lot of people take their money and be out. They go to the club and kick it, and they do whatever they got to do. But to turn around, man, and help the youth, you know, live a better life than they can afford to live is a beautiful thing. Don't you think, Mike?
I think it's a wonderful thing. I mean, we need more of that.
Yep.
You know, if every professional fighter in any sport get to a level where they can come back and give back, they should. You know, they should give back, not only give back, but, you know, trying to help the others that's coming up find their way like they found theirs. So that way it'd be a better success story than just thinking about yourself.
Exactly.
Man, straight up, man, Mike. Let me add to that, man. You recently too did something over there in Dubai not too long ago.
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit for the people, let them know what you got going on?
I started
over
my
there?
own promotional company, Badou Jack Promotions. So
BJP, all right. BJP for short. Hey, I'm gonna try to put a few of my fighters on the card, but I'm gonna talk to them when the cameras go off. You know what I mean? So it's all good. But go ahead and speak on a little bit about what you got going on.
So we
over
had a
there,
show in Dubai. I think it was beginning of May last year, May 3rd. So, yeah, it was a good show, sold out show on this little man-made island called Palm Jumeirah. It's like a palm island. I don't know if you see it on TV. So, one of the best hotels in 5-star hotel in Dubai. Wow. We had a big ballroom. It's beautiful hotel, beautiful venue. It was sold out. A lot of celebrities. It was a great turnout.
Man,
they actually did kickboxing too. few kickboxing fights.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You signing kickboxers, or they just people you was working with?
No, my partner Amir, he's a former kickboxing world champion.
Yeah.
So
What up,
and
man?
he has his own promotional company for kickboxing too. So we kind of did it together.
Oh, okay.
Man, that's
great.
a beautiful thing, man. I gotta find me a kickboxer now. I'm looking for boxers. I gotta find me a kickboxer.
Next
now.
one, I think it's only gonna be boxing though.
Only gonna be boxing.
Yeah.
When's that next card?
I'm not sure. Now we working on my rematch, so we got to plan it around that. So I mean, we can do the show without me being there, but I think it's gonna be after my next fight. So hopefully, I want to be back before Ramadan, which is like end of April. So I would love to get that rematch
Before April.
Yeah.
and then we can do another show.
PASCAL, man, get a boy a rematch, man. You know what's happening. Y'all homies, but you know what's happening,
right.
dog. You really know what happened in that fight, man.
I mean, we all cool and stuff. We was gonna take a picture in the locker room after the fight. He couldn't even stand up, and I heard, it was a tough fight, but he I saw an interview. He said something that he be back at least 3 months with no training or something like that. I mean, I was back 3 days after the fight.
Right.
And he's saying 3 months. Come
That
on.
let you know.
That let you know who
really won the fight. You took the heart out that boy, man. He was
I had no bruises, nothing.
nothing.
Not
You
even
was
a
clean
mark,
as you
yeah.
walked in, bro.
Yeah.
And they just, man, I don't understand why they took that from you, bro. Like I tell people all the time, if you was gonna rob Badou, at least give him a draw.
Yeah,
Right.
If you was gonna rob him, don't just take it all away from you.
Well,
like
they
that.
have robbed him with a couple draws already. They've done that.
But I'm
So
saying
now
that
is the first time they robbed me of completely.
complete.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If you was gonna complete, they robbed you in daylight with the lights on, bro.
And I had one actually. That fight at Texas Station back in 2012. Whatever.
I remember
that was a
opponent.
close fight. That was, if they gave me a draw in that fight, I won that fight, split decision. But
Yeah.
if they gave me a draw in that fight, I'm fine.
Yeah.
All the other ones are bullshit.
I remember.
excuse my language.
I remember Mike Tyson walked you out for that fight. I remember that, man. At Texas Station.
Yeah,
He
that
took
was
a
an
picture
awkward
with
guy. that was a wrong opponent for that time of my career. I wasn't really ready for an awkward guy like that.
But man, you stood to the test, man.
Yeah.
Listen, fighters need that type of test in their career to let them know they're ready to go to the next level.
Yeah. I mean, he I think he was number 5, number 6 in the world back then. I was 10-0 at the time.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was a tough guy. He had probably 400 amateur fights, so it was an experienced guy, very ugly style, but strong and awkward. But I thought I won, but that was a close one. If they gave me a draw, that was only an 8-rounder too. So if they gave me a draw for that one,
You accept it.
and I accept. I mean, I got cut with Marcus Brown, so it was hard. I was a blind man for the whole fight. That's it.
That cut happened in what round, too? What was
I
it?
think 5th or 6th round, something like that.
And that boy fought the whole fight.
Yeah,
Busted open.
he still couldn't do anything.
And he's,
Yeah,
man, that let you know, man, if that wouldn't happen, you would have punished that boy.
and you saw what happened next fight when he fought Pascal.
Oh, he was out. He got dropped, what, 3-4 times in that fight?
Something like that. Yeah,
Man.
he was kind of winning the fight, but if you can't he got knocked down, so
Right.
he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
You gotta go to the end. You can't,
Yeah, you can't play boxing,
That's
baby.
right.
You got to go all the way
That's
through.
right.
Now, let's put on your promoter hat for a minute, because we got BJP, Badou Jack Promotions. Now, are you looking for fighters currently?
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's too much focus on my own career right now. But
Right.
we're gonna make it big. But most of the fight is gonna be probably over there in the Middle
Over
East.
there, okay.
Because boxing is not that big over there yet, and that's where the
What do
money.
you-
That's where the money is, especially in Saudi Arabia. I'm actually going to Saudi Arabia.
Can I go?
next week?
Let me go.
I
I'll
know
ride with
that's
the
right.
luggage. Just put me with the luggage.
You Muslim?
I will
Go
be
to
for the
Mecca.
trip. I
Not
will be.
business.
I will be for the trip. Don't trip. I will be.
You can have 4 wives.
No, don't say that. That's right. Don't say that. You're gonna get me in trouble, man. I'm gonna sleep on the couch. You say that. But nah, man. What do you look for? I know you still worried about your career, but you definitely taking Badou Jack Promotion serious.
Yeah.
But what do you look for in the fighter to put them under your banner and move them the way you see fit? What do you look for in these fighters?
I mean, I'm just trying to, help guys that, especially a couple of my friends like Ashley Theophane, another guy from Sweden. Some of the guys I put on the card that has, hard to make fights, hard to get fights. So, just trying to help them.
So you signed actually?
No. Just I just put him on the card to give him a fight.
Okay.
And I mean, we're gonna have big plans in the future, but right now we just started. I'm still learning the business too.
Okay.
So it's not easy, but
no, man, far from easy.
Yeah.
You know me,
Yeah.
I'd have been in it for a minute. It's far from easy.
No, but this was a huge event. It was sold out. It was a great turnout,
man.
so.
I seen that, man. Y'all was looking slick out there, bro. I made me want to put a suit on and get out there with y'all, man. For real. But no, that's a beautiful thing, man. I'm glad to see everything that you're doing. Like I said, I've been knowing you, man, since way back. You know what I mean? Since before the big fights, the big purses, the big houses, the nice everything. And just to see somebody from that level take it to the level where you at, that's like that let everybody should know that it's possible. Yep. All you gotta do is dedicate yourself to the sport. That's right. The sport to dedicate themselves to you.
Yep, definitely.
Man, all day long, Mike. And you got anything to say, man? Because I've been knowing the homie forever. And
I know, man. It's I like to let you talk when especially the guests, because you go from one to the next to the next to the next, and it's a good thing because it's a good conversation.
Oh yeah, for
sure. And just sitting here and just listening how he's been from one tribulation to the next, from one bad decision to the next, and still at the top of your game, and still. You hold a name, you got a good following behind you. And so, the sport of boxing, like you said, it will take care of you. It's just exciting to see that, no matter what obstacle is thrown before you, you're able to overcome it. See, a lot of people don't know how to overcome stuff.
Right.
Something that happened in negative and they get stuck right there.
In the negative.
And they don't go to the next stage of life and try to overcome that. It's just a beautiful thing to see that you have that will, that, that strong core that you go keep going no matter what nobody say or how they think, but what's inside of you and keep going, keep climbing.
For sure.
Yeah, I think of it like this, like all the good things are happening, that's blessings from God. Yeah. All the bad things, bad decisions and stuff like that, that's just a test.
Yeah.
To see how patient I am. So you just gotta, you can't cry, can't complain, just go back to work.
Just go back to work, man. That's a beautiful thing. And one thing me and Mike always talk about here on the Main Event Podcast, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube, is that having a good team around you. Yes. Because it's just you in the ring, but it take a team to get you to the ring. Mm-hmm. So I know you have a good team that everybody surround you. Speak on what it is to have a good team keeping you focused.
Yeah, I don't have a good team. I have a great team.
Okay.
There you go right there.
Great team. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Speak on what it is to have a great team, man, that has your back in every aspect of the game.
All right. So I have my boy right here, Arash. He's one of my best friends from.
He in the building with the Badou Jack sweater on.
All right.
He's my best friend from Sweden, and he's been in my corner since my first fight, even since the Olympics. He's like kind of helped me with all the PR stuff back in Sweden and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I have Amir. Amir. He's doing the business stuff here.
Right.
And Mike Leonardi.
Yeah, that's my boy.
My trainers, my brother-in-law, everybody. I have Larry Wade.
Yeah, Larry. What's up, Larry? Yeah. I reached out to you, brother. You ain't hit me back yet, man. I'm an Instagram hunt you down, man. Come on up here. We got some things to talk about, brother. Nah, go ahead, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I have a great team, so I'm just blessed.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man, because you got to have a great team in the sport. People think it's just all one man in the sport of boxing. It is when the bell rings, for sure. Yeah.
Right.
For 3 minutes, it's just you. But for that 60 seconds, it's the team. And for that 4 months before the fight, it's the team.
Yeah, and I have a great trainer, of course, Lou Duval.
What's up, Lou?
He helped me, since, that first loss. Before that, I had Eddie Mustafa. He did a great job, too. So, I always had great people around me.
Great people around you, man. You got to. It takes great people to be around you to get as far as you did in the sport, man. Because everybody can start off good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everybody start off good. Everybody, we gonna build him. We gonna put him in there, and then we gonna put him with some guys he can beat, and then we gonna test him later. But to me, bro, you passed every test that they put you in. The only fight I personally was like, damn, he in the fight, was Adonis Stevenson. Yeah. But I knew he wasn't gonna knock you out though. You too what's that word I'm looking for? You too seasoned. Yeah. Seasoned to get knocked out. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got a lot of amateur experience and been in there with a lot of dogs. So I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Just gotta circle away from his big left hand. After that, the swing is gonna get tired, and after that
You did to him what Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder. You took that big left away from him like Fury took that big right away from Wilder.
But he got caught No.
Yeah.
He did. He did get caught. But I mean, and he did get 12 seconds to get up. I always say that last
Yeah, if they
knockdown.
stopped it, I thought Tyson Fury won the fight, but if they would have stopped it, in the 12s, nobody would have complained.
There you
He
go.
was out.
Yeah, we always. What you think gonna happen in that?
I said the same thing.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know I said that. I said the same thing he just said. That I thought Deontay lost that fight, but those 2 knockdowns, gave him a
Made
draw. Because Deontay, he has a right hand of dynamite, but he just don't win rounds.
Yeah, I thought he lost regardless of the knockdowns. But I'm saying if they could have stopped it, and nobody would have complained because he was out. But since he got up and kept kind of won the what is it, a minute left of the round, I thought he won that. So I thought he won the fight.
Yeah.
Like 10 rounds to 2 or whatever. Plus the knockdown. So
I agree.
No, I like Fury. The rematch, I don't know how. Maybe that took something out of
Fury.
Yeah.
But
Fury. I mean, Wilder. Same with Ortiz. He lost every round, but then he only need one punch.
That's what he said.
All he needs.
The opponent got to be good for 36 minutes, and he got to be good for 1 second.
Yep.
That's it. He say that, and I agree with that. But now let me ask you this, man, because now he is stablemate and everything, but I gotta know because a lot of people think differently about the boy since his performance. But I didn't know where your head was at after the fight. Did you get a chance to check out Tank and Gamboa's fight?
No, I saw maybe a round and a half like in the locker room, but I just left. I was so disappointed for my fight, so I just left. But no, I'm a big fan of the kid. As a fighter, he's a special talent. He got speed, power, boxing skills. He got star power. He got the whole package.
He does.
He needs to stay focused, like make
that weight.
Make weight,
man.
Stay out of trouble. That's it. If he can stay focused, he's young and he come from a bad neighborhood and stuff. So it's hard to it's easy to criticize him, but people don't know what he's been through and stuff. So he just needs to stay away from bad people and just stay focused. And he's gonna be a superstar. He's already a superstar.
Because I personally think, man, when you getting paid that type of money, your job is to make the weight,
especially if you're moving up in weight.
That's why you moved up in weight and you still missing weight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking you. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Like I remember Floyd came in overweight when he fought Sugar Shane. He didn't care. He paid the
Marquez,
whatever. Was it Marquez? I thought it was Shane. It was Marquez? Okay, well, I knew he was a couple pounds overweight, but he didn't care. He just paid the fee like, man, whatever. But if they paying you so much money, man, you got to make that weight, dog.
You don't even know how much weight I lost for this fight.
What? Tell me.
No, the thing is, we was gonna go to cruiserweight.
Okay. Oh, wow.
This was when Marcus Brown fought Pascal, and I think it was beginning of August. I was 220. Wow. They said, and my team was like, Amir was like, hey, can you make the weight? You should fight the winner. So I don't know. They give me 15 minutes. Let me see. I went on a scale. I was like 219, 220, something like that. I think it was 220. It's like, you know what? I'm not in the best shape either, but I've been lifting some weights and I was eating good for a while. But it's like, I can make it.
And you did that.
I called him back in 2 minutes. Like,
let's make it happen.
And then he talked to Leonard, and then I texted Floyd. I said, give me Pascal. Boom. 5 minutes later, he called me, FaceTime me back. I was in Dubai at the time. He called me back and said, done.
Man,
done deal. So
that's a beautiful
They haven't
thing,
even get out the ring yet. Him and Marcus Brown. And he said, done deal. You're fighting him next. Boom.
Oh, man, that's a beautiful day, man.
Yeah, so I lost, what is it, like 45 and a half pounds. Yeah. I mean, not that's from August, but so it's still like 4 months. But still, 45
like
pounds
10
is
pounds a month.
Yeah,
that's good. That's gradual.
Yeah, but it's still.
It take a lot out of you.
Yeah, I did it the right way, but it's hard.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna stay in light heavyweight. I'm a
light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Now at light heavyweight they say, "Oh my bad, Mike. Go ahead."
No, go ahead.
No, I thought you was gonna chime in, but at light heavyweight they calling Canelo the boogeyman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you feel? Is that a fight that you would like to make happen? Because that is the cash grab there.
Of course, I'll take that fight out of every.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, but he vacated that title. He's too small. He fought. They knew.
He fought the right guy at the right time.
Kovalev, he would never fought Kovalev when he was at his best.
No.
When Pascal fought him, for example, when he was
Right.
in his prime, when Hopkins and all those guys fought him. Now he's,
So he's
10% of a kind of fighter he used to be. So Kovalev was a mean guy, a crusher.
He was.
He was no
He
crusher
was.
when he fought
was.
Canelo.
Yeah, and I commend Andre Ward for going in there with him, because that was at the time everybody was ducking him.
Yep.
Twice back to back.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
I mean, some people say the Crusher should have won the first one.
Yeah.
I
No.
personally gave it to Dre.
Well,
Yeah.
he didn't leave no room for any speculation on
In
the second one.
Oh man, he went in there and closed the show.
I was
like
at
a
that
curtain.
fight too. That was a great fight to be at too.
Man, he went in there and closed it like a curtain, baby.
Yeah, so when he fought him, when Ward fought him the first time, for example, that's when he was at his best.
and he still went in there and handled his business.
And imagine if Andre Ward fought Canelo. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo's a great fighter. He's probably the fighter of the year, one of the best pound for pound right now. I'm just saying that he's too small for a real light heavyweight.
Right.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. No, I can dig that.
So, Crusher was, on his way out. So,
he got paid on his way
yeah,
out.
we still got to respect Canelo. He's a legend. He beat everybody in front of him. So, he's
he did.
He's the
He did
face
that.
of boxing right now.
I think he went up to get that belt just to put on his like a trophy.
Yeah.
He was never going to stay at that weight. He was just trying to.
But he
go
was the
capture
biggest
trip.
name also.
Yeah.
Kovalev was the biggest name in that weight class. So I respect that as business. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see, man. I would love to see y'all two get down. I don't see, I don't see nobody too much even giving Canelo a push except for you. You feel me? I see him walking through Marcus Brown. I see him outdoing Pascal. But you gonna get in there and get blue collar with the guy.
Yeah, but I don't think he can. I don't think he can beat Better Bivol or a lot of them tough. The top guys in light heavyweight.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think
I don't think
just
so.
too small? You don't think
Yeah, I
his power
think
gonna
he's too
carry
small.
over?
Even at super middle, he's not even a real middleweight. He's a 54 pounder.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he's a great fighter. I got a lot of respect for him.
What about? Give me your thoughts on Lomachenko. What you think he gonna do? You think he deserves to be a pound for pound like they calling him? I only ask because Mike got a lot to.
He always do me like this.
Always.
I think it's hard pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, I like him, but also look at the guys Canelo beat too. So
Yeah.
some of them guys was a little older when he fought him, but still it's hard to say. But he's definitely up there.
Yeah, for sure,
Lomachenko,
100%.
If he's number one, number two, that's just people's opinion. There's really no real pound for pound list. Back when Floyd's fighting, you could say he's the best fighter. But,
Right.
But other than that, it's hard to say who's the best pound for pound. That's just people's opinion. So
Yeah, for sure. No,
everybody
I
got
agree.
one.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
like
yeah.
buttholes, man.
Yeah.
Everybody got one.
Right.
Yeah, everybody do got an opinion.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think about? I always also wanted to ask you this, man. What do you think about all these fighting that's going on apps right now, man? Like the ESPN Plus and all of that. Do you think that's you think it's good to be fighting on apps? It's more fans can get to it, or do you like the the old fashioned cable, sit at home, tune in to Showtime?
Pay-per-view.
I know that's where your contract at and stuff like that, but.
Yeah, I don't really have a contract with Showtime, but all my
that's
fights on
beautiful.
Showtime. So Mayweather Promotion works for Showtime. This is a new era. So it's the social media and apps and stuff. That's the new era. So it maybe it's taking over. I don't know, but I just want to fight everybody, regardless of what network or what platform or promoter. So
Just put them in front of you. Let's get
yeah.
it done. Get it done.
Because a lot of times, man, networks and promoters stop a lot of fights.
Yeah.
And me and Mike always talk about that too on the Main Event Podcast. Like and subscribe, baby. How do you feel about that? Them promoters getting in the way or the networks getting in the way, not letting each other fight each other, knowing there's a lot of money at the table,
Yeah.
like a Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence.
Yeah, that fight needs to happen. So
Right.
Yeah, I saw they was going at it today, or it was yesterday.
Yeah.
That's a fight that needs to happen. They Tyson Fury and Wilder is in two different networks and promoters, so they made that happen.
They
So
made it
hopefully
happen.
they can make that fight happen this
You
year.
think it's enough money to make it happen?
Yeah, I think
More
so.
than
There's
enough?
two of the best fighters in the world, so definitely.
Well, man, y'all heard Badou Jack, man. Make the fight happen, baby. Get off your high horse, get off the network, get off the promoters, and give it to the fans, man. We want to see that over here at the Main Event.
There's a lot of
baby.
egos and
they're gonna
politics
eventually
involved.
have to.
Man.
They're gonna have to fight
Yeah.
because the stables are getting real slim. They can't fight stable from stable when you done fought everybody.
Especially on Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
He didn't clear out every 147 Bob Arum got.
There's really nothing else there but to go across, to the next. Yeah, you're going to have to. So we're close to the fight, closer than what we think. We just want it right now.
Yeah.
We want it to be the next fight.
Because I personally think, what you think about that fight?
I'm not sure. Like, not after Spence's accident, I don't know if that took something away from him. He seems fine. He said he want to fight the best, so But
you think he need to tune up before he jump back in there?
I think not. I wouldn't say tune up. But I think he should fight at least one more fight before he fight Terrence. Yeah. So I don't know.
I see you pointing at me, brother. I see you over there pointing at me like you told me.
Yeah, but before that, I mean, Errol Spence is one of my favorite fighters. That was the first time I saw him fight. I think spar was with Floyd when Floyd fought Guerrero. He was like 2-0, 3-0 at the time. Yeah.
Man, they say Earl dropped Floyd in sparring too. I thought it was a rumor. I ain't too much seen Floyd get dropped in nothing, but it was surfacing.
No, they sparred a couple of times. Maybe he got the better of one time, but sparring. It don't count. We're working on stuff.
Yeah, sure.
But he gave Floyd good work. That's all I can say. He gave him good work and yeah, look at him now. He's very good.
Yeah.
So
he is the man.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford too.
Yeah.
TC is the man. You see him going up anymore or staying at 47 dominating for a minute? Because he is kind of little.
Yeah, he's kind of small, but he's great. He got that mean killer instinct. He got the skills.
You see his last fight?
Yeah.
He got dropped, didn't he?
Yeah, he got dropped. I think he got dropped, but in his mindset, he's so tough. So he said, listen, I can fight southpaw. I don't have to switch back. I'm going to beat you in your own game. And that's what he did.
Yeah, because he did get caught. The ref waved it off. He got a gift.
Yeah,
but I mean, he was going to close the show anyway.
Yeah, so
but
it don't matter.
The ref gave him a gift. I was man, bruh, you got dropped. But, oh, well, it happens in the sport of boxing.
He was hurt probably then, but he came back and knocked him out.
Yeah. And that's what make it sweet, because when he knocked him out, who can argue that? Can't nobody argue
you can't
whether
argue
he got knocked down or didn't get knocked down. He closed the show, so it's good.
It's boxing. You get hit. That's the hurt business. You get hit. That's the way. It's like how you come back.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got dropped with PASCAL. That was nothing.
Right back.
I came back and
that was
in the 12th, and then in the 12th. He got dropped.
Yeah. Man, that was a good fight.
I hit him with like 4 or 5 straight right hands in a row, and then I hit him, and he said that he slipped, that he didn't knock me down.
He slipped.
He swung and missed.
He slipped and went face first into the ropes.
I hit him in the face, and then he swung and missed. After I hit him with 10 right hands, but it's all love anyway.
I mean, his fighting style, man. Don't you hate that he always try to steal the round at the last minute, even though you dominated for the first 2 minutes and 50 seconds?
None of that lands anyway. But yeah, I see. I figured it out after a couple of rounds. So yeah.
But see, even though, like you said, none of it lands, but the crowd, though, they don't have that knowledge to understand that them punches did not land.
Judges either.
Right. So exactly. So they be thinking that he's really doing something that's really damaging, but really he's missing
because he hitting all elbow and forearm because you locked in, and when he come in with them too, I mean, they look like power shots. Because we talked about it. Your shots, you right there, boom, 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 more precise. His is wild and they powerful, but if they not hitting you. It looked powerful, but if they not hitting you, how you counting that?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, he's a very experienced fighter. So he's smart when it comes to stuff like that. He's technically flawed, very flawed. He throw everything wide, but he got a lot of experience. He got a good chin, and big heart. So he's a tough guy.
Man, I got to be at the rematch, man. Yeah. If that does happen, when you think that'll happen?
I mean, it's up to me. Like I said, I'm fasting Ramadan, so in end of April, so. I would love to fight end of April, like right before that.
End of April.
Whenever we can get it on, tomorrow.
Hey, man, we get on right here after the interview.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Down, baby.
I'm back in the
right
gym
now,
already, so I'm ready. whenever he wants to.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man. And we do appreciate you coming down here to the Main Event Podcast. Make sure y'all like and subscribe on YouTube, man. I've been knowing the brother for a long time, man. He even been coming to the barbershop. I've been cutting him up lately. 7320 South Rainbow, Suite 111. Come down and get your fade. The champ come down there, so you know it's official when the champ come down there. But and he due for another one, so you got to come on down and see me in a minute. But
Definitely.
we'll make that happen later on, man. But let's dive back into this boxing. My next question, man, and I gotta ask you only because you my homie. We spoke on it a little bit, but I want to ask you about Eddie. Why you think Eddie took it so hard when y'all separated, bro? Because I know you were more quiet about the situation than anything. You know what I'm saying? What you think made him take it so hard when y'all separated?
I'm not sure. I mean, it was so long time ago.
Yeah, I know,
it's
but
like almost 5 years, 4 years ago. So
for sure, I know it's been a minute, but I just we always ask the questions. People want to know, and people do know about that because he took to social media, real tough. And I know you was a gentleman about the whole thing, even though regardless of what he was saying, you kept quiet. You know what I mean? And I expect you to still keep quiet. I just thought I'd ask you what made what you think made him fire at you so hard like that. Like,
I mean. It felt like he got a little older. He didn't put too much attention to us back then. It was a couple of fighters that left him, but he took it hardest. When I left him, I mean, I sent him a text, but I didn't really know how to start it. I sent him a text first, and then I was gonna talk to him when I saw him at the gym the next day, and he said it was 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. No, it was like 11 or 10 o'clock. But and. One of the other guys, he left him. He didn't even say nothing. He just left him without even saying nothing, and he didn't get mad. But I was, world champion at the highest level, so I guess it's about the money. But I mean, I have nothing against him. I mean, you a good dude. I'd love to shake his hand, and be friends again. But yeah. It's in the past now. It is what it is. If you don't want to, that's fine. Yeah. I never said he was a bad trainer. He's a great trainer, and he was a great fighter as well. And I was close to his family. He was close to my family. So yeah, it's sad, but I had to do what I had to do for my career. Yeah,
right. And I think a lot of people they get mad when you try to do what's best for you versus what's best for them. That happens a lot in the sport.
Yes. I mean, a fighter has only one career. A trainer has many careers. Yeah, right. But like I said, I never wanted to be enemy with him. I still wanted to be cool and everything. As a matter of fact, nobody knows about this now. Probably people that watch Fight Hype. Me and Lou split now.
Really?
Yeah, he missed his family. He don't want to go back and forth to Vegas, and we're still cool. I just talked to him earlier today. So I mean, we split, but that was his choice.
Right after this last fight.
Yeah, he said it in the interview before the fight.
Oh wow!
But he said, I didn't know. Like he hasn't even talked to me before. He talked to media first. So that was kind of bad, but we're still cool. We have. It's all love. Me and him go back before Eddie even. So he was my trainer when I was in Miami before I moved to Vegas. So we go back,
long time. Man, I didn't even know, man. That's why it looked like. I mean, now that you say that, I can kind of see because Lou was real emotional in that fight. He was hugging and
he was glad.
Kissing and it just he was. And I was like, man, Lou hype. He happy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now I know. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, so we split, but it's no hard feelings. I'm not mad at him because I mean he left me. I didn't left him.
Right.
I didn't leave him. So I mean. We're still cool. We, if it's not broke, don't fix it, like you say. Right. But now I got so many bad decisions, draws and stuff against me. So maybe it was the right. Maybe he wanted to do me a favor. I don't know. But he missed his family. He's been away for a long time. Like
you kept him busy.
Plus they tell us one time, you're gonna fight in September, and then. They give us a fight in January or December, so he be in Vegas for a long time. He misses holidays and stuff, so I understand that. Right. Same thing with me. It's hard to plan your life around boxing when you don't really get your date.
Man.
schedule. So yeah, no, it's sad, but we're still cool, and yeah, we'll see what's next.
Man, who took the head of the ropes now? Who training you now?
We'll see. We're working on it right now. So.
You can't tip his hand.
Baby, I just gotta know. I might pick up
some stuff ain't for the camera. Some stuff ain't for the camera.
You'll find out.
Just hold on.
You'll find out soon. But me and Lou are still cool.
That's good.
Yeah, I would love to be cool with Eddie too. Yeah. But that was a long time ago. Now it's almost 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah. But I have nothing against him.
Nah,
he's
man.
a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. So we.
It's all love at the end of the day.
I
believe it's all love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
When something hurt, man, it hurts for a minute, and you just want to be mad and express all your anger. But when you go home and you think about the trials and tribulations y'all been through, and even stuff like that, and how he helped you get to a certain plateau, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no denying that.
No.
So I think it was more hurt than anything. I believe brother still love you. I believe it's just, I think it has to happen probably like behind closed doors. You got to see him eating at a restaurant or something. Like, oh man, I didn't know you was here. What's up? Type situation. You know what I mean? But man, that's crazy that you and Lou separated, bro. I ain't see that coming.
No, we've been close, and it's a love-hate relationship. We always joke around. He's like a family member. But we did a lot. He helped me when he's done the most of the work. That's why I kind of had two trainers, both him and Eddie, and he did the most of the work. We went to Big Bear together before I fought for the title, and I told him if we got two trainers, he said no, you should not leave him now, especially now for the title. So I even waited like 2-3 fights before I left Eddie. But it's all love to both of them. I have nothing against them. Me and Lou is still cool, like I said.
Man, but you still Badou Jack the Ripper, man.
That's right.
It don't matter who get in there with you. You know what I'm saying? Or who helping you with a game plan. You still got all the skills. You still got all the intangibles that put you to where you at right now. A trainer just help you see what you can't see while you in the ring. So you still going to be all right. I believe that wholeheartedly because you a fighter to the core.
No doubt. I believe the same thing.
Yeah.
Especially, he's already proven that he's a warrior, so you just need somebody just to keep you sharp.
Yeah, like a trainer can't teach you how to fight. He can teach you techniques and a good game plan and stuff.
Right.
But if you're not born a fighter, if you're not a real fighter, nobody can teach you how to fight. Otherwise, a good trainer can train anyone to be a champion, but that's not going to happen.
When you first pick up the gloves, how old were you?
I was 17, 18. It was kind of late.
17.
First amateur fight, yeah.
Really?
So I had 150 amateur fights. In 2001 I had my first fight, and Olympic 2008 my last amateur fight. So 7 years I had 150 fights.
Man, so it is possible a fighter can say, you know what, man, I want to start boxing at 17.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can do at 17.
I think Anthony Joshua actually started like in 2009 or something.
Really?
Yeah, started boxing his first amateur fight. I think because he's a little younger than me. He's probably like 6-7 years younger than me. But he wasn't even fighting when I was in amateurs. So that means 2008. I don't know how old he was, but he wasn't even. He hasn't even started fighting back then.
Man, that's crazy.
And he's a heavyweight champion making crazy money.
Yes,
speaking
he is.
of that, what did you think about them two fights, man? Joshua and Ruiz.
I know Andrew Ruiz from when I first moved out here. And, I knew he was a good fighter.
For sure.
I didn't think he was going to beat Joshua, though, but Joshua didn't look like he was preparing for another guy, and they gave him another faster, shorter guy. I think that was not good, but Andy Ruiz earned it. And in the rematch, Joshua boxed really beautiful, real smart. Yeah, real smart, and he's back on top. And Andy Ruiz made some bad excuses after the fight.
Horrible excuses. I think he said he was kicking it too much, eating too much, chilling too much. But I don't know. I ain't never been in that position. But when you reach one of the biggest paydays you ever had, don't that make you want to go even harder? So you don't lose that?
Everybody's different. Everybody, maybe he was happy. I don't know. But of course you're happy, but maybe he was, got too comfortable. But maybe he's gonna learn from it too. Same like Joshua learned from his mistakes. So it's easier to say if you haven't been in that position. came from nothing and then made crazy money, big
Right.
payday. You don't even know how to react.
Right.
You know?
You go from getting
Yeah.
$10,000 or $12,000 a fight, and now
Yeah.
here, boom, here go 10 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What do you do?
That's a
Yeah.
big difference.
That's a big difference. I mean, I'm just saying, I ain't never been in that position, but man, you shoot me 10 million. I'm like, okay, now if I keep doing this, I probably can get 15 on the next one.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
what separates Floyd from the rest. He
We talk about
fights
that
like
all
he's
the
broke.
time.
Like regardless how much money he got, he's still
Period.
trained. He's dedicated. He stick to his game plan. He stay focused.
Yeah.
Regardless, even when he fought McGregor, who's not even a boxer, he still trained.
He still
really
trained
hard,
his
yeah.
butt off. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And Leonard said that when he was up here, man. He was like, the work ethic that dude got, man, it's crazy. When you know you about to go get $30-40 million, but you still train like this your first $100,000 fight, and you can't go back. You know what I mean?
That's something
he
I
didn't
learned
let
from
the
him.
silk sheiks get him.
For sure, man. Well, we got 2 minutes left, man. Mike, is there anything you want to ask the champ while
I
you
just
here?
wanna, if you, I always say this, you know, if there's somebody that's in your camp that's close to you, you want to give a shout out to somebody that's, you know, dear to you, somebody that, you know, that's always been there for you.
Yeah, I mean, my brother Arash here, he's always been here for me. Amir, Mike Leonardi, Larry Wade, Lou, Eddie, my brother-in-law, my chef James Lockwood is one of my nutritionist chef.
man.
He's one of the best. He
Invite
worked with
me
Triple G
over for
also.
dinner, man. Invite me over for dinner the way he couldn't like
I
that.
can't
man.
wait for him to come back. So now I've been eating, you know, his, you know, healthy food for 9 weeks. So I can't wait. He's on vacation right now, so we need you back.
Man,
Yeah.
but
Man.
before we go, I definitely got to give me one of them sweaters, man. Just give
Oh,
me a
man.
double
Yeah.
X.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Two, you gotta get two.
That's
okay,
I gotta
two,
have
two.
one.
That's for like 4 years ago, but
It don't matter.
I got
I like
T-shirts. I got nice T-shirts, better ones.
Man, I gotta have it.
I
man.
gotta have one, at
represent,
least
man.
one.
I gotta
I got
represent, man. Well, Badou, thank you for coming through, man.
Thank
This
you.
Badou Jack the Ripper, man. I'm Tawan Butler. That's Mike Risper over there. This is the Main Event Podcast. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. We will be back next week. I ain't telling you who's coming, but you know when you got Badou here, we gotta go up, up, up. Ain't no going below Badou. He gonna fight anybody, and if you rob him again, we all jumping you straight up. The Main Event Podcast, baby. Like and subscribe.